3 to 4 minutes break. So now we are continuing the lecture. Where we ended. So cholesterol synthesis are predominantly in the night. Therefore, these drugs are recommended at the night. Clinical use, they can be used to decrease alone or along with the other anti-hyperlipidemic drugs to decrease the low density lipoprotein. They can also helpful in the decrease the level of the cholesterol. Precaution should not be used in the pregnant women, should not be used the lactating women, should be not use those females who want to be pregnant, and also should not be used in the children's about the below the age of the 9 years, because the below the age of 9 years, cholesterol is an essential component for the synthesis of the myelinated sheet of the nervous system. If we use the cholesterol like drugs, anti-hyperlipidemic statin like that, they can be inhibit or impair the formation of the myelinated sheet. Therefore, they should not be used in the below the age of the 9 years in the children's. Adverse food like that, they can increase the level of aminotransferase enzyme. They can be have the hepatic toxic effect. Malacia, anorexia can be occur with the usage of the statin group of the drugs. Minor increase the keratin kinase level can be observed with the use of the statin, but high level can be require the discontinuation of the treatment. Also, the generalized weakness in the skeletal muscle can be occur, and along the myoglobinuria can be occur. Increased myoglobinuria can lead to the renal damage. Rarely, hypersensitivity syndrome like leukoplakia-like syndrome and peripheral neuropathy can be observed with the use of the statin group of the drugs. And reductase should be temporarily discontinued if the side effects or the severe illness can be occur with the trauma or major surgical problem. Statin should be discontinued with the side effects. Mainly the statin group of the drugs, they are metabolized in the liver by the cytochrome P450. Therefore, accumulation, perovskite accumulation can be occur in the 3A inhibitors like drugs macrolides, cyclosporin, and ketoconazole, whereas a phenytoin, greaseprevin, which are the enzyme inducer, can reduce the concentration of the statins. And inhibitors of the cytochrome P2C9 like the ketoconazole, metronidazole, sulfapirazine, amiodarone, and cimetidine may increase the plasma level of the statin group, especially the fluostatin and rosuvastatin. So, co-use of the reductase with the verapamil also can cause and increase the risk of the myopathy. So, verapamil should be avoided with the use of the statin group of the drugs. This is a comparison of the different groups of the statin group of the drugs in relation to the low density lipoprotein, triglycerides, high density lipoprotein, plasma half-life. In this slide, you can observe that that the low density lipoprotein is more decreased by the atorvastatin and also by the rosuvastatin as compared to the other group of the drugs, where the increase the level of the high density lipoprotein is more phytochemical with the perovskite and the simvastatin as compared to the others. But all the statin group of the drugs increase the level of the high density lipoprotein, and all the statin group of the drugs decrease the level of the low density lipoprotein, and also they decrease the triglyceride level. Whereas there is a different type of the half-lives compared to, whereas the highest half-life of the plasma half-life have the atorvastatin is around about the 14 hours. Whereas the penetration of the central nervous system is with the levastatin, pitavastatin, where the rest of the other, and the simvastatin, where the rest of the other drugs do not penetrate the CNS. Second group of the drugs, the niacin, nicotinic acid, niacin, but not niacinamide. decrease the very low density lipoprotein and decrease the low density lipoprotein and lipoprotein in the most patient, it often increase the HDL level significantly. Niacin, normally what happens in the adipose is that triglyceride by the lipolysis is converted into free fatty acid. These free fatty acid through the blood reach at the liver, where these free fatty acid is converted triacylglyceride, and which is then converted to very low density lipoprotein, and then very low density lipoprotein converted to the low density lipoprotein. In this way, lysis of the triglyceride in the adipose tissue can lead to the increase the level of the free fatty acids and can be lead to the increase the level of the very low density lipoprotein in the blood through the liver. But what the niacin did, niacin inhibit the lipolysis. Niacin inhibit the lipolysis means inhibit the breakdown of the triglyceride into the free fatty acid, which can lead to the depletion of the free fatty acid, their movement in a way which can be indirectly lead to the decrease the very low density lipoprotein and the low density lipoprotein in the blood. So if we summarize the mechanism of action, strongly inhibit the lipolysis of the adipose tissue, the primary producer of the circulating free fatty acids. The liver normally utilizes these circulating free fatty acids as a major precursor for triglyceride synthesis, which is required for very low density lipoprotein production. Decrease very low density lipoprotein cause that decrease the plasma low density lipoprotein. Thus, both plasma triacylglyceride cholesterol are lowered, and very low density lipoprotein and low density lipoprotein decrease with the use of the niacin, because niacin inhibit the lipolysis in the adipose tissue. Use of the niacin, therapeutic use of the niacin, that they lower the plasma cholesterol level, they lower the triacylglyceride level, they lower the very low density lipoprotein, they lower the low density lipoprotein. Also indirectly, they increase the level of the high density lipoprotein. In combination, racin or statin group niacin used to treat other severe hypercholesemia. These combinations of the drugs can be used in the management of the nephrosis also. Adverse effect related to the niacin is that they can cause the harmless cutaneous vasodilation and sensation of the warmth after each dose of the drug. They can cause the tachyphylaxis to flushing usually occur within few days and then subsided. Pruritus, rashes, dry skin, and acanthasus nigra can occur with the usage of this, shown in the figure, that it can cause a dryness of the body area, which can be dry rashes, skin dry, pruritus, itching can be occur with the usage of the niacin. Along with this effect, other effect can be also seen with the niacin, just like the arrhythmia, blurring of the vision, increased insulin resistance, significant platelet deficiency, nausea, abdominal discomfort, hyperuricemia, precipitate of gout can occur, reversible elevation in the aminotransferase enzyme, severe hepatic dysfunction, acute necrosis, birth defect has been reported in the animals. Avoid in the most patients severe peptic ulcer diseases. Niacin may potentiate the action of the antihypertensive agents in some condition. Third group of the drug is the fibric acid derivative of fibrates, gemfibrozole, fenofibrate. Both of these drugs can decrease the level of the low density lipoprotein and decrease the level of the very low density lipoprotein. Another fibrate, which is a benzafibrate, it is also having the effect of the decrease the low density lipoprotein, also decrease the very low density lipoprotein. The mechanism of action of this fibrate is that they decrease the plasma triglyceride level by stimulating protein lipase activity. They increase the lipoprotein lipase activity, This increase the activity of lipoprotein lipase can lead to the increase the deposition of the triglyceride free fatty acid into the adipose tissue and decrease the level of the very low density lipoprotein chylomicron from the systemic circulation and increase the deposit of the fatty acids in the adipose tissue by activating stimulating lipoprotein lipase enzyme. So main action of the niacin is that it stimulates or potentiates the effect of the lipoprotein lipase, which enhance the removal of the very low density lipoprotein chylomicron particles and deposited the adipose tissue as a free fatty acid. HDL also rises moderately. Any study shows that the fibrate decrease the plasma cholesterol level by inhibiting the cholesterol synthesis in the liver and by increase the biliary excretion of cholesterol in the feces. This shows in the animal study. So this fibric acid derivative decreases the triglyceride level, decrease the cholesterol level, decrease the low density lipoprotein and very low density lipoprotein, also increase the high density by mainly acting on the lipoprotein lipase enzyme, enhancing activating the lipoprotein lipase, which lead to the moving of the free fatty acid from the blood to the adipose tissue. Related to the pharmacology, fibrozole absorbed freely from the intestine, undergo enterohepatic circulation, bind with the plasma protein, rapidly can pass the placenta. Half-life is around about 1.5 hours, and 70% about the eliminate through the kidney. Where the fenfibrode around about the 20 hours half-life, mainly 60% excreted in urine, whereas the 25% roundabout is excreted in the feces. Indication of the fibrates are useful drug in the hypertriglyceridemia, in the which very low density lipoprotein predominate, and this beta lipoproteinemia. Hypertriglyceridemia, these are the indication of the this fibric acid derivatives. Related the side effect, adverse effect, they can cause the GIT symptoms, they can cause the allergic reaction, they can cause the myopathy, therefore should be avoided with the use of the HMG co-reductase inhibitors, but fenofibrate have the less effect on the myopathy, therefore it can be used with the HMG co-reductase inhibitors. Arrhythmia, hypokalemia can be occur. High blood level of the aminotransferase alkaline phosphate enzyme can be occur due to liver toxicity and decrease in the WBC count, and the rhabdomyolysis can be occur, but that's a rare condition which can be also damage the, if occur rhabdomyolysis can damage the renal functions. Should be avoided patient with the hepatic or renal dysfunction. There is an increased risk of the cholesterol, gallstones, reflecting an increase in the cholesterol content of the bile. Therefore, should be used with the caution with the hepatic compromising patient, renal compromising patient, and person who has the gallstones. Drug-drug interaction can be occur. Agent can potentiate the effect of the anticoagulant Coumarin. Risk of the myopathy increase when they are used with the HMG co-reductase inhibitors, but clinically it has been observed that fenofibrate is the fibrate of choice for use combination with the reductase inhibitors because it do not enhance the myopathy produced by the HMG co-reductase inhibitors. Fourth group of the drug is the bile acid secretins, cholesterol, cholesterol, or cholestyramine. So bile acid secretin, how they act when bile salts and bile is excreted through the bile duct in the intestine, these type of the resin compound bind with the bile acid and bile salt and make a insoluble complex which is do not reabsorb again into the through the enterohepatic circulation again in the liver, but they are excreted in the feces due to the insoluble complex, which can be lead to the deficiency of the bile acids and bile salts in the liver, which are the product of the cholesterol. In this way, they decrease the level of the cholesterol inside the liver. To the decrease the level of the cholesterol inside the cell can cause the decrease the secretion of the very low density lipoprotein from the hepatocytes. Also, they increase the low density lipoprotein receptors, which can lead to the increase the flow of the very low density and low density lipoprotein from blood to the hepatocytes. In this way, they decrease the very low density lipoprotein by inhibiting the secretion, decrease the low density lipoprotein by increasing the influx of the low density lipoprotein from blood to the hepatocytes, and also decrease the cholesterol by depletion in the bile salts which go under the enterohepatic circulation by forming the insoluble complex and by increasing the excretion of the bile salts and bile acids in the feces. That's the mechanism of action of the drugs like the cholestyramine, cholestocoil, and the cholesterol. That is a bile acid resins. Cholesterol and cholesterol anion exchange resin that bind negatively charged acid and bile salts in the small intestine, thus preventing bile acid retaining the liver bake, lowering the bile acid concentration in the hepatocyte to increase the conversion of cholesterol to the bile acids, resulting finally the decrease the level of the cholesterol inside the cell, which can lead to the increase the hepatic uptake of the low density lipoprotein and decrease the secretion of the very low density lipoprotein. Related to the indication of the bile acid binding resin, they are used primarily in the hypercholesteremia. They may be helpful in the relieving the pruritus in patients who have the cholestasis and bile salt accumulation, especially in the case of the obstructive jaundice, where the pruritus occur and the cholestasis occur and steatohepatitis that can be helpful in that condition along the primary hypercholesteremia. Related the adverse effect of the drugs or drug interaction, absorption of some drug can be impaired with the resins like the digitalis, thiazide, warfarin, or in phyloesterfolic acid, or also absorption of the fat-soluble vitamins, fat-soluble content that is also inhibited by the using of the resins because they inhibit the bind with the bile acid and bile salt, which can be cause the loss of the function of the bile acid and the bile salts in the GIT. Related to the side effect, GIT upset can be occur, constipation, diarrhea, heartburn can be occur with the usage of these types of resins. Resins should be avoided in patients with the diverticulitis, inflammation of the diverticulum. In patients who have the pre-existing bowel disease or cholestasis, steatohepatitis, these drugs should be avoided, and steatohepatitis may be occur due to the deficiency of these bile salts and bile acids. Malabsorption of vitamin K occur, therefore the bleeding chances can be occur. Therefore, the use of the anticoagulant should be reduced when we use these types of resins for the management of the hypercholesteremia. Fourth group of the drug is the inhibitor of the intestinal steroid absorption, that is the ezetimibe. This drug primarily clinically reduce the low density lipoprotein by inhibiting, and the mechanism of action of this that ezetimibe is that they inhibit the absorption of the cholesterol from the gut. Either we take by through the oral route, either the cholesterol and its component are released by through the bile acid in the intestine, Also, it inhibits the reabsorption of the dead cholesterol, bile salts, and bile acids when orally if we do not take the fat or fatty acid or cholesterol. So, azimuth inhibit the oral intake of the cholesterol absorption. Also, it inhibits the bile acid, bile salts, which are cholesterol component. They also inhibit by inhibiting the enzyme which is responsible for the transport of the cholesterol from GIT to the systemic circulation or intake. So the mechanism of action of the izimatinib is select to inhibit intestinal absorption of cholesterol and phytosterols. A transport protein that is NPC1L1 appear to be the target site of this drug because this transport protein is responsible for the transport of the cholesterol and the phytocholesterol from GIT into the hepatic circulation. It is effective in the absence of the dietary cholesterol because it inhibits the reabsorption of cholesterol excreted in the bile. So ultimately, cholesterol concentration in the system or in the body is decreased by the use of this cholesterol inhibitors. Chemistry and the pharmacokinetic, these drugs absorb rapidly from the GIT. Peak level occur 12 to 14 hours, undergo through the enterohepatic circulation. Roundabout it has the 22 hours of the half-life, and mainly about then 80% is excreted in the feces. Use of this intestinal inhibitor of the steroid absorption, ezetimibe, is that hypercholesteremia, phytosterolemia. Eximide is synergetic with the HMG co-reductase inhibitor, has the synergetic effect, decrease the level of the hypercholesteremia, along the decrease the level of the very low density lipoprotein, triglyceride, along they also beneficial produce the higher density lipoprotein, which is a beneficial lipoprotein, higher density lipoprotein, and a good lipoprotein. Related the adverse effect, rarely in some patients can occur the myositis. Plasma concentration can be increased when it is given with the fibrate and decreased when it is given with the cholestyramine. Sixth group of the drugs is omega-3 fats, docosahexaenoic acid, and the eicosapentaenoic acid, eicosapentaenoic ethyl. These are the omega-3 fats which are mainly derived from the marine source because phyto sources or plant sources are not effective as a lowering as an anti-hyperlipidemic, but they have the poor effect on the as a anti-hyperlipidemic agent. Omega-3 fats is found in the fish oils, mainly in the marine fish oils, but not those from the plant sources or phyto omega-3 fats. They activate the peroxisome proliferate activated receptor alpha, PPARA, and can induce the profound reduction of triglyceride level in some patients. Omega-3 fats are available over the counter from marine source as a Lovaza containing ethyl ester of the omega-3 fats, and recommend dose of this Lovaza is about the 4 gram per day. Whereas it is necessary that before taking the omega-3 fats or the sources of the fish oils, it is necessary to determine the content of the docosahexaenoic acid and the eicosapentaenoic acid in the preparation. Also, we should appropriately sure that appropriate amount should be taken to provide 3 to 4 gram of these free fatty omega-3 fatty acid daily, and also we should assure that these products or preparation are free from the mercury and the other contaminations, because mercury and contamination can be harm to the patient. The omega-6 fatty acid present in the vegetables, and they do not decrease the triglyceride, but they can increase the level of the triglyceride. Therefore, it is recommended the vegetable oil or plant source of the free omega fats is not recommended for the purpose of the hyperlipidemia, where especially the marine source salmon and fish oil is recommended as a decrease the hyperlipidemia. Seventh group of the drug is the protein convertase subtilism connexin type 9 inhibitor, which is common in our PCSK9 inhibitors, Elirochem and the Evelochem. These drugs, by inhibiting the protein kinase convertase subtilism connexin type 9 enzyme or PCK enzyme, this enzyme PCK is responsible for the degradation or breakdown of the low density lipoprotein on the cell surface. PCSK inhibitors inhibit this enzyme PCSK9, which can cause the decrease the degradation of the very low density lipoprotein at the cell surface. Indirectly, we can say that they increase the level of the very low density lipoprotein by decreasing the catabolism of the receptors, whereas a HMG co-reductase inhibitor increase the production of the very low density lipoprotein receptors. Whether these drugs decrease the catabolism or breakdown of the low density lipoprotein. That is the difference between the HMG co-reductase inhibitors and this PCSK9 inhibitors. So Elirochem and the Evelochem are the PCS9K inhibitors, which are fully humanized monoclonal antibodies against the PCS9K enzyme. Is an enzyme predominantly produced in the liver, bind to the low density lipoprotein on the surface of the hepatocyte, leading to the degradation or catabolism of the low density lipoprotein. By inhibiting the PCSK9 enzyme, more low density lipoprotein receptor available, which can lead to the clearance of the low density lipoprotein from the blood and migrate the low density lipoprotein from blood to the hepatocytes. That is the mechanism of action. So that is the difference between the HMG co-reductase inhibitors and this. Both increase the influx of the low density lipoprotein from blood to the hepatocytes, but these drugs decrease the catabolism of the receptors, where the HMG co-reductase increase the anabolism of the receptor or increase the production of the very low density lipoproteins. Without the PCK inhibitors, normally this PCSK bind with the low density lipoprotein, cause the destruction of this low, but in the presence of the PCSK9 inhibitors, what happens that this PCK9 enzyme is occupied by the monoclonal antibodies. These monoclonal antibodies bind with this PCKs, which inactivate this PCK9, and due to the inhibition of this, the life of the low density lipoprotein increase, which can cause the increase the number of the low density lipoproteins, and that in this way, the movement of the low density lipoprotein increase from blood to the hepatocyte, or the accumulation of the low density lipoprotein occur in the increase in the hepatocytes, and low density lipoprotein level decrease in the blood, which can cause the decrease, and also indirectly cause the increase the level of the HDL, higher density lipoprotein. Patients with the heterozygous or the homozygous familial hypercholesterolemia or atherosclerosis, cardiovascular disease, who require additional of the low density lipoprotein, PK inhibitor are only available as a subcutaneous injection or administered every 2 to 4 weeks duration. These monoclonal antibodies are not eliminated through the kidney, so can be used in the dialytic patient or renal failure patient. Common adverse event related with the, these are the at the injection site or immunologic or allergic reaction can be occur because these are the monoclonal humanized monoclonal antibodies, and the nasopharyngitis and upper respiratory infection can be occur with the usage of these drugs. But these are the nasopharyngitis, upper respiratory, these are the minor one, and allergic reaction can be occur because these are the human monoclonal antibodies. Last aid group of the drugs which can be used as anti-hyperlipidemic agent is the cholesterol ester transferase protein CETP inhibitors. They are under the investigation. First drug of this group is that torcetrap, but this was not continued because in the clinical trial it has been observed that they can produce a severe type of the cardiovascular diseases and death rate increase in the patient of the cardiovascular. Therefore, this drug torcetrap is not now available in the market or recommended. And these are great because markedly increase the HDL level and reduce the load. But the members of analog of this product, enacetrap and declaracetrap, are under trial under the clinical trial, and we hope that in future they can be very helpful for increasing the high density lipoprotein or good lipoprotein and reduce the low density lipoprotein or bad protein. So that's the aid group of the drugs which can be used as an anti-hyperlipidemic agents. So if we finalize the treatment with the drugs or with the combination of drugs along with the exercise and low caloric intake and low fat diet is advised in the hyperlipidemic patient to the hypercholesteremic patient and the person who has the high level of the low density lipoprotein and very low density lipoprotein. So now this is time for you peoples. Now you can ask the question, any question related to my presentation, or you can email, which is given on the first page for, so you can now allow to ask any question related to my presentation. Anyone? If any question she can ask.
Sir?
जी सर, जी बेटे बताओ.
Sir, can you repeat azithromycin?
Azithromycin. It is a drug which inhibits the. It is a drug.
Password kenje mobile. अले वन का ना संजय मानका नहीं आवेंदी है. ए संजय मानका इसमें स्पेस है संजय मानका नहीं.
Azithromycin is a drug which inhibits the absorption of the cholesterol from GIT into the liver through the enterohepatic circulation by binding the specific receptor or carrier receptor which is responsible for the carrying the cholesterol from GIT to the liver. And when there is a deficiency or not, we take intake of the cholesterol through the oral route, when the also cholesterol release in our body through the bile with the bile acids. Also, this type of the drug inhibit the absorption of the cholesterol which is present in the bile salts and bile acids. So directly, indirectly, it can lead to the decrease the level of the cholesterol in the liver or hepatocytes. That is the mechanism of action of this drug. Any other question? Any other question?
पासवर्ड कैसे होता है? माइक बंद कर, माइक बंद कर.
बेटे मुस्कुराओ नहीं, ये लेक्चरल नहीं है, ठीक है ना, मुस्कुराओ नहीं, क्वेश्चन पूछना बेटे पूछ लो। अगर कोई क्वेरी समझ में नहीं आती स्लाइड देखने के बाद, if you do not understand anything, you can ask from me on my email address. I given my email address on the first page or the front page of this slide show. Any question if you have or anyone have, you can ask. Anyone? If anyone have any question? Everything's clear? No one have any type of the misunderstanding? हाँ बेटे, anyone have any question? Now it is 2:27. Have you any question from any student? हाँ बेटे, हाथ ऊपर किया हुआ है सना, बेटे पूछो 159, हाथ ऊपर किया, क्या पूछना चाह रही हो बेटे? हेलो, नो वॉइस। कोई क्वेश्चन है? अतिया रोल नंबर 4, Nuruda roll number 124. Any question?
Sir, how statins cause lupus syndrome?
How?
Sir, how statins cause lupus syndrome?
Lupus syndrome, it is mainly the allergic reaction. As you know from the knowledge of previous knowledge, it is an allergic reaction. Statin can be any component of statin can be produced an allergy, which can be appear as a similar to the lupus erythematosus, because statin is a drug which can be used for the longer duration. If someone develop any allergy to the statin group of the drugs, chronic use of the statin can produce the continuous effects or continuous symptoms of the allergy, which can be represented like the lupus.
Sir, what is difference between HMG CoA reductase inhibitors and PCSK9 inhibitors?
The mechanism, one thing is that HMG co-reductase inhibitor, their mechanism of action is that they inhibit the HMG co-reductase enzyme, which is responsible for the synthesis of the cholesterol from the raw material, that is a acetyl-CoA in the liver hepatocytes. Whereas PCSK9 inhibitor, they are the monoclonal, humanized monoclonal antibodies, and they inhibit the enzyme which is responsible for that catabolism or degradation or loss of the receptors of the low density lipoprotein which are present on the receptor on the cell surface of the hepatocytes. That is the one difference. Whereas HMG co-reductase inhibitor, due to the deficiency of the cholesterol, they can increase the production of the they can increase the production of the low density lipoprotein receptors, whereas PCSK9 inhibit or increase the catabolism of the low density lipoprotein receptors. Anyone else? Anyone else? Dear students, if you have any further query, you can ask at my email that is given on the first page.
सर
जी जी आतिका बोले.
सर PCS inhibitors HMG co-reductase में क्या डिफरेंस बताया आपने?
बेटे अभी तो बताया है, ये सारी रात किस्सा चलता रहा जुलेखान यूसुफ का, तो फिर पूछ रहे कि जुलेखान कौन था, यूसुफ कौन था. अभी अभी तो ये क्वेश्चन का जवाब दिया है बेटे. सो रही थी क्या बेटे? अभी अभी तो बेटे इस चीज का जवाब दिया कि उनका फर्क ये है कि HMG को रिडक्टेज इंक्रीज द प्रोडक्शन ऑफ द लो डेंसिटी लिपोप्रोटीन रिसेप्टर्स, whereas PCSK9 inhibitors decrease or increase the level of the low density lipoprotein by inhibiting the enzyme which are responsible, enzyme which is responsible for the degradation or catabolism of the low density lipoprotein. Indirectly, ultimately, result of the both HMG co-reductase inhibitor PCSK9 inhibitor that they increase the level of the low density lipoprotein receptors. Both ultimately final result of the both is that they increase the level of the low density lipoprotein receptors, but their mechanism difference. HMG co-reductase inhibitor increase the production of the low density lipoprotein receptors, whereas PCSK9 inhibitors decrease the catabolism, decrease the breakdown of the low density lipoprotein. Ultimate result of the both will be there will be occurrence of the high, increase the number of the low density lipoprotein. That is a difference. Anyone else, bete? Okay, bete, if there is no question, then Allah Hafiz. Allah care us, all of us, our families and our well-wishers, our relatives from corona epidemic, pandemic. We also care for ourselves, for others also. Ameen.
Ameen.
Okay, bete. अगर कोई भी क्वेश्चन हो, क्यूरी हो, I am ready to answer on the email. Thanks, bete. Allah Hafiz.
Thank you, sir.
Welcome, bete.
Thank you.
Hey.